Welcome to Joy Yoga. This is a 30-minute Hatha Yoga practice. We will begin lying on our backs. Get comfortable lying on your back. And just begin to notice your breath. And then begin to deepen your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Bring both feet to the mat and then squeeze your knees in. Maybe rock side to side, giving the low back a massage. Come back to center. Keep hold of the right knee and then send the left leg long. Squeeze the knee in towards the shoulder. And then begin making small circles with the knee. Moving in one direction and then switching to the other direction. Draw the knee in and then let it come across your body, falling to the left, and send the right arm out in the opposite direction, finding your twist. Inhaling and filling the right ribs, and then exhaling completely. Long, slow breaths. Bring your knee back to center and then send it long. Pause here. Notice how the right side of your body feels. Draw the left knee into your chest, drawing it towards the left shoulder. Begin making circles in one direction. Keeping those long, slow, deep breaths, and then moving in the opposite direction. Draw your knee back in towards center, and then let it fall across your body to the right, sending your left arm out in the opposite direction. Inhaling and filling the left ribs, and then exhaling completely. Bring your knee back to center and then send it long. Pause. Notice how the left side of your body feels. Draw both knees in towards the chest and then grab behind your thighs and begin to rock and roll up and down the spine, maybe 4 or 5 times, gaining momentum until you can cross at the ankles and come all the way up and over into tabletop. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers wide. Draw the ribs in. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Continue these 2 movements, moving from cow to cat, following your own breath. One more round. And then come back to a neutral spine. Spread the fingers wide and then lift the left hand opening, then thread it under the right shoulder. Open to the left. Thread under, tap the shoulder down. One more, open to the left. This time thread under, land the shoulder, land the head. Intend the hips to be square. And then maybe putting a little bit of pressure into the right palm to feel that twist in the mid-back. Breathing deeply. Press into the right palm, open to the left, and then land the left hand. This time lift the right arm open and then thread it under, behind the left, tap the shoulder down. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, thread under, tap the shoulder. One more, open to the right. And then this time thread under, land your shoulder, land your head. Intend the hips to be square to the mat. Use your left palm to deepen your twist with every exhale. Press into the left palm, open to the right, and then land your right hand to the mat. Curl the toes under, lift the hips back and up for down dog. Bend into the knees and then begin to straighten one knee and then the other, pedaling out the feet. Come to stillness. Press more into the palms to send the hips further up and away. Begin to walk your feet to the front of the mat and then find ragdoll. Drop the head, reach for opposite elbows, bend the knees slightly, and allow gravity to bring length into your spine. Release the palms, press into the feet, and then slowly begin to roll up to standing. Allow shoulder blades to roll down your back, palms face forward. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, bow forward over your legs. Inhale, press into the shins, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet, rise to stand, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise to stand, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out an open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale out the nose. Ground into the right foot. Take a big step back with the left, finding crescent legs. Make sure your feet are on train tracks and not a tightrope, and then reach the arms high. Tuck the tailbone under and draw the ribs in. Open to the right, and then reach back high. Exhale and open right. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale, open to the right and stay. Inhale, find a length through the crown. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, back to center. Then ground the back foot. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open the chest and then bow forward. Humble your warrior. Crown of the head is reaching towards the mat. Legs stay strong. Release the hands. Come to the mat to frame the foot. And then open to the right. Easy twist. Right hand reaches. Come to the outsides of the pinky toes. And then find side plank. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Look to the mat. Quietly come to plank. Take a wide stance with your feet and then lift the hips up and back, down dog. Float the right palm and then reach across for your left knee or shin. Release and then press into the right palm, float the left, and then reach back for your right knee or right shin. Come back to center. Bend the knees, look forward, step to the outside of your right hand and then to the outside of your left hand. Sink the hips, Malasana. Reach the crown of the head high. Press into the feet, feel yourself get a little bit taller. And then right hand to the mat, left hand reaches. Then left hand to the mat, right hand reaches. Hands come back to the mat. Lift the hips, heel toe the feet back to hip distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Press into the feet, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Grounding into the left foot, take a big step back with the right. Crescent legs, take a minute, adjust your feet, reach the arms high. Tuck the tailbone under, make sure you're on the ball of your back foot. Open to the left, inhale back to center. Exhale, open left, twisting at the mid-back, back to center. One more time, open to the left and stay. Inhale, reach the crown of the head higher. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale to come back to center, ground the back foot, interlace the hands behind the back, open the chest, and then bow forward, humble your warrior. Crown of the head reaches towards the mat. Hands lift up off the back any amount. Legs are strong. Release the hands to the mat to frame the front foot, and then come onto the top toes. Lift the left hand, easy twist. Roll to the outsides of both feet, and then make your way into side plank. Lift the hips, core is strong. Look to the mat, quietly come to plank. Take your feet as wide as the mat, then lift the hips up and back for down dog. Float the left palm and then reach across to the right knee or shin from the outside. Come back to center, float the right palm, and then reach back towards the outside of your left knee or left shin. Release, come back to center, bend the knees, look forward, step the left foot to the outside and then the right foot to the outside of the hands, sink the hips, malasana. Reach the crown of the head high, press more into the feet. Left hand to the ground, right hand rises, and then right hand to the ground, left hand rises. Release both hands to the mat, lift the hips, heel toe the feet back to hip distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Press into the feet, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ground into the right foot, take a big step back with the left. Adjust your feet, reach the arms high, crescent lunge. One time, open to the right. And then inhale, come back to center. Open to the left, find warrior two. Front heel bisects the back arch of the foot. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior, lift it high. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, take a half step in. Send the hips back, reach the fingertips forward, and then cartwheel the hands, finding triangle. Imagine you're between two panes of glass, and so tuck your bum in, keep the core firm. Look to the front of the mat, bring a bend into the front knee, and then float the back leg, half moon. Reaching in all 5 directions through the fingers, crown of the head, and then slowly begin to close your hips towards the mat, towards warrior 3. Back toes are pointing down. Bring a bend into the front knee, land the back foot, ground the left hand, reach the right arm high, easy twist. Come to the outsides of the feet and then come to side plank, maybe floating the top leg this time. Lift the hips high and then quietly come back to plank. Take your feet as wide as the mat, lift the hips back and up. Press into the left palm, float the right, and then reach across to the outside of the left knee or left shin. Come back to center, float the left palm, and then reach it back towards the right knee or shin. Come back to center, bend the knees, look forward, step to the outsides of the hands, sink the hips, hands to heart center. Use your elbows to guide the knees away, make sure they're tracking with the toes. Bring the right hand to the mat, lift the left, turn the palm to face behind you, and then bend at the elbow, finding a half bind. Back of the hand can touch the small of the back. Release, lift the arm high, come back to center, and then lift the right arm high, turn the palm to face behind you, bend at the elbow, bringing the back of the hand to the small of the back, looking over the right shoulder. Release, reach the arm high, come back to center, lift the hips, heel toe the feet to hip distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Press into the feet, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ground into the left foot. Take a big step back with the right. Crescent lunge, reach the arms high, relax the shoulders. Open to the left. Inhale, come back to center, and then open to the right, warrior two. Left toes point forward. Back foot is parallel with the back line of your mat. Flip the front palm, reverse. Come back to warrior two, straighten the front leg, take a half step in, send the hips back, reach the left fingertips forward, and then cartwheel the arms, finding triangle. Tuck your bum in. Try to keep length through both sides of the core. Look to the mat, bring a bend into the front knee, and then begin to float the right leg, finding half moon. Reaching forward through the crown of the head, reaching through both fingertips and through the back foot. Begin to close your hips towards the mat, back toes point down, warrior three. Bring a bend into the front knee and then release the back toes to the mat, right hand to the mat, lift the left hand, easy twist. Come to the outsides of the feet and then find your side plank, maybe floating the top leg. Look to the mat, quietly come to plank, take the feet as wide as the mat, lift the hips, down dog. Press into the right palm, float the left, and then reach back to the outside of the right leg. Come back to center, press into the left, float the right, and then reach across to the outside of the left leg. Come back to center. Bend the knees, look forward, step to the outsides of your hands, sink the hips, Malasana. Release the right hand to the mat, lift the left. Turn the palm to the back of the room, bend at the elbow, finding your half bind. Maybe take the right hand and reach in front of the knee and bind your hands behind you. Release the arms, come back to center. Ground the left, reach the right arm high, turn the palm back and then bend at the elbow. Maybe reach around in front with the left hand, finding a full bind. Release the arms, hands to the mat, lift the hips, heel toe the feet to hip distance. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Sink the hips, lift the arms for chair pose, and then slowly sit down onto the mat and float the feet, finding boat pose. Lift the chest so that your spine is in a neutral position, and then begin to tap one toe to the floor and then the other. Halfway. Chest keeps lifting. Hands reach forward. Now slowly begin to lower to the mat. Lower. Pause where you feel the shake, and then come all the way down. Bring a bend into your knees, feet flat on the mat. Bring them as close to your bum as you can, and then reach down to make sure your fingers can brush your heels. We'll come into bridge, so pressing into the feet, lift the hips. Then exhale, one vertebrae at a time, come back down. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze the thighs together. Exhale, come back down to the mat. One more, press into the feet, lift the hips, hold at the top. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under, clasping the hands underneath the body. Lift the hips a little bit higher. And then when you're ready, releasing the hands and the arms, and then slowly rolling back down one vertebrae at a time. Draw the knees in, drawing them towards the shoulders for half happy baby, or send the heels towards the ceiling, reaching through the insides of the knees towards the outsides of the feet, and then drawing the feet and the knees down towards the mat. Maybe rocking side to side in happy baby. When you're ready, releasing your feet, sending your legs long, sending your arms long, and releasing everything to the mat for final Shavasana. It's not about being good at something. It's about being good to yourself. ready, begin wiggling your fingers and toes, making movements with your wrists and ankles, and then reaching overhead, sliding your feet together and taking a big stretch. And then release everything back to the mat. Roll through to one side, making a pillow with your arm for your head. Press into your palm, come up to a seated position, bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Be good to yourself today. Namaste.